Welcome everybody to the fuck. Good start.
Wonderful.
All right. Welcome everybody.
Sorry. Take 3. All right, let's get it.
Welcome everybody to the 6 Foot Podcast, episode 0. My name is TallmanJones, and I'm joined today by my co-host Faltinier, aka Hudson.
I saw it, dude.
And today we're going to be talking about gaming in general, past games, new games, any kind of games that we do, because we're both gamers. Faltinier, he does Twitch, so you can find him at twitch.tv/Faltinier. I'm going to be doing YouTube coming up soon. I haven't actually recorded any episodes and released any episodes yet, or videos, but it will be coming in soon because of school and everything. It's just been real low. But I mean, you can catch Faltinier. He streams every single day. He's incredible at it. He plays Rocket League, R6, Fortnite, all of the kind of games. So he's an incredible guy. Definitely check him out. Give him a follow. If you have Twitch Prime, definitely sub to him. I highly recommend it. So yeah, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. I had a great breakfast with some eggs and some toast and some jelly. It was delicious.
Kind of eggs?
It was scrambled eggs.
Ooh. Have you ever?
I did put ketchup on my scrambled eggs, but
ketchup.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in so long.
It's delicious.
I'm not a huge ketchup on everything guy. That's definitely not me. But I've had ketchup on my eggs before, and I won't say it's not good, because I do like it. It's just not something I do all the time.
Yeah, I can eat eggs without ketchup, but if I have ketchup, I'm always putting it on my eggs.
Okay.
But
do you have your ketchup in the fridge or not in the fridge?
It's in the fridge, of course. It's got to be cold.
Okay. Well, because
it's lukewarm. It's gross.
Not always.
Nah,
yeah, no, because
the
ketchup at the cafeteria at my school, it's not cold.
Ew. Wait, actually that is true. You go to restaurants and stuff, they just have ketchup packets.
Yeah.
Well, so why do we put our ketchup in the fridge then?
I don't know. Because when I grew up, I always had ketchup just in the cabinet. Until a couple years ago, we started putting it in the fridge.
It's a bit odd.
I wonder what the appeal is, what the difference. Who knows?
Who knows? All right, why are we talking about food?
Because we're talking about breakfast.
Oh, true. Okay.
But anyways, let's get into the topic, gaming. So let's actually talk about our favorite games right now. What games we play the most, why we like them, and why they're let's say our top 5 games or so.
All right, so I'm gonna start off. Probably my favorite game of the past probably 3 years would be Rocket League.
Of course.
As of right now, because it's a very, very skill-based game. There's not really any RNG or luck involved. It's all calculated mechanics, and it just takes time to get good at. You can't just pick up the game and be good. So you really got to put time into it. It's like a sport almost. And then that'd probably be my number 1. My second favorite game of my 17 to 20 years old now is probably gonna be Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. It was such a fun game to run through. It's the one that came out on PlayStation.
The PS, the most recent one.
Yeah, the most recent one. It was super fun.
I've never played it yet. It looks like fun.
As soon as it came out, I spent a whole week just grinding the story, and I didn't finish it. I need to play the DLC though, because I haven't played any of the DLC, but I've just been too busy doing other stuff. Those are my top 2. It would probably be a hard decision to choose between other stuff. I really, really liked Bloodborne. Bloodborne was a very fun game.
Yeah, that was a fun game. I played that in the past.
And I finished the whole game. I got all the umbilical cords, if you know what Bloodborne is. That would make sense. But if not, it probably sound a little weird. But I finished the last boss and then the secret boss with the umbilical cords. But I started the DLC. I forget exactly what it's called, but I haven't gotten too far into it.
Yeah, that DLC looks beautiful. That game in general looks beautiful, but that DLC especially looks so nice.
Yeah, it's a very fun game. And then they coming out, the same company, FromSoft, is coming out with Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I've heard a lot of good things about that. They say it's really, really hard, but
Yeah, I was about to say that.
really
The people that have been playing it say it's a lot harder than Dark Souls and Bloodborne and stuff, which is insane because those games are already hard enough.
yeah. Oh my goodness, told me that.
Like when I
Yeah.
first saw the trailer of that game, I was like, this game looks like beautiful. It looks awesome. I want to get into it and everything. And then I started watching people play it. I was like, never mind. I'm going to rage at this game. I
Yeah, I don't want
cannot
to put
do this.
myself through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those top three, probably after that it would have to be I don't know, probably Destiny, the original Destiny 1,
hmm
from like the Taken King update to like Days of Iron. Um, if I'm saying that wrong, I think it's Days of Iron.
I think you're
Um,
right. That kind of rings a bell.
the like that whole Destiny genre from like after year one finished to like year three was beautiful. So much fun. I've probably spent over 1,000 hours playing that with my buds. It's
Now, did
very,
you
very
play like multiplayer or because they had raids in that too, didn't they?
yeah. Oh yeah. They had raids. They had strikes. Lots of kind of PVE, which you had to grind the PVE to get the OP weapon drops, like the Grasp of Malak, or I think there was another one that was really good. But I remember sitting through doing the strike where you had to kill the witch at a certain spot that she normally like you just injure her and then she flies away to go final boss. But if you could kill her in time before she flew away to be the final boss, you could actually get a drop of the Grasp Lock. And I remember doing that for hours every night just to try and get a good drop. So
Yeah,
it
I
was fun.
like me and my friends would play Destiny, but we never had like an actual group to do raids with, so I never actually did a Destiny raid.
Ah,
And I'm kind of upset
really?
about that because they've always looked so much fun. Because like
Yeah,
I would
it's
watch like Achievement Hunter or like Rooster Teeth play them. I was like,
uh-huh.
oh, this looks awesome, but like I never had that friend group to actually play it because there was only be like maybe two or three of us, and we just hop in multiplayer.
Yeah, we did a lot of multiplayer like Trials of Osiris and stuff like that, which I wasn't very good at multiplayer back then because it was on PlayStation and it was like the first FPS I've ever bought and like ever
Really?
played. Yeah, because it was right when I got PlayStation. My buddies were like, "You gotta get Destiny. You gotta play it with us." This was back in like eighth, ninth, 10th grade. So I was not a very mechanical skilled console player at the time. But so like I'd only gone like flawless like a few times, which is the thing in Destiny PvP. It's like held to a high standard if you go flawless. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. What
Um
does that mean if you go flawless?
so Trials of Osiris was in Destiny, it's like the ranked version of PvP and it only comes out on the weekends. You're only allowed to play it I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into like Monday morning. You could play
Really?
it, and what would happen is you would go to a certain guy up on a rip on I think it was the like the outer just a location in the game. You'd go to a guy, you'd pick up these tokens, and then you'd go into Trials of Osiris, and it's a 3v3 game mode where you face against another team that has the same amount of wins on the specific token. And each
Hmm.
token can go up to 3 losses and then the token's dead, or you can go up to 9 wins. So if you were able to get 9 wins in a row, you would go flawless, and then you could trade it in for loot at the lighthouse, which was like a really, really, really cool secret place that if you went flawless, you could get. But every game you played, you'd play against someone with the same amount of wins on their token. So as you would keep winning, you play against people that were just as sweaty as you. If they were like on their seventh or eighth win, you were on your seventh or eighth win. It's
hmm
really fun.
So it's just basically sweats versus sweats at that point.
Oh yeah, but it's super super competitive. So that's
Yeah,
why
I
it was
miss
fun.
playing games like low-key. I miss being a sweat because I'm definitely a casual player nowadays because I don't really have time to play games. Um, but like I remember back in the day, like I would be a sweat so many games. People probably got so mad at me.
Yeah, that was, and you were easily you were easily like more skilled. Most of the time, people are more skilled when they're younger because you just like you have nothing else to do, right?
Yeah,
You have school, and then you come home and play video games for 7 hours a night,
exactly.
and then you go back and go to school. Like It
Yeah, like
was
for me,
it
it
was
was
a
high
different breed.
school, and then I had volleyball practice afterwards. Once I finished volleyball practice, I go home, I'd eat dinner, I played video games till I went to bed.
Yeah, it you had no responsibilities back then. So
No,
now like you don't have enough time. You got sports, you got college, you got jobs,
yeah, you got
all different kind of
homework,
things distracting.
you got jobs like you said. There's so many other factors. Like that's why I said like earlier, like I haven't been able to like edit as much as I'd like to. I haven't been able to play video games as much as I like to, just because I have so many more responsibilities now.
Yep, that's the life though. Gotta love it.
Yeah, you got to do it. All right, I'd say for me, my top games at the moment would probably have to be Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
Even though I just recently got into that game, I actually really like it a lot. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it,
Mm.
but it's definitely a game that I'm getting more into. I could definitely see the competitiveness into it, and it's just I like playing with like you guys, like we were doing last night, and especially playing with like my friends. Like it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Um, Another one at the moment I would probably say is Skyrim. Uh,
Really?
yeah, I still play Skyrim.
I have
Sky
never had the chance to play Skyrim.
Skyrim is so much fun. It's just like one of those games. It's almost like Minecraft. Like it's a game where it's like you just open it up and you just do whatever you want. You do like different quests that you want to do. You want to do the main quest, you could do that. You want to do side quests, you could do that. If you want to do like Dark Brotherhood quests, like there's a whole different like spiel of like those kind of quests. It's
So basically, you could spend your whole life on that game.
pretty much. There's like I'm pretty sure there's this old woman that's like in her 60s or 70s that plays Skyrim like all day, and she's gotten so like famous for that that they're actually putting her in the next guy or
I
in the
heard
next Elder
about
Scrolls game.
that. Yeah, so old lady, she's gonna be like an NPC.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
cool
so
that
cool that
they're
like
like
Bethesda like actually does that kind of stuff too.
yeah, and they're
Like
in
they see
touch
the
with
fans.
the community. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I love about like games today. It's like they're definitely more involved with the community than they were in the past.
Dang, that's awesome.
And then I'd say for my number three game, honestly, even though it pisses me off a lot, I would have to say Rocket League. Uh,
Really?
yeah,
That's good.
it's starting to grow on me a lot more.
That's good.
I'm
Starting-
definitely nowhere near as good as you are, because like you said, you've been playing for 3 years. I've been
Yeah,
playing
I've been
for
playing. I've been playing
three
for
days
way too long.
basically,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks. So I'm slowly getting into it, and like with us going to this RLCS, it's gonna be like I did not think that I would be going to something like this, but you guys have definitely gotten me more into that, and all my other friends have gotten me into it because so many people play it. Like I never realized how many people actually play this game. It's
Yeah,
so much.
it's and they just recently released the game to Asia servers
Really?
or Asian servers. Yeah, so like the whole that whole continent is just now getting the game, which is not only like it's not really reviving it because it wasn't dead, but
Mhm.
it's just giving it another spark of new players to kind of to build the community and kind of get behind.
It's
It's gonna be
definitely gonna
interesting.
bring that competitive level a lot higher up.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
I don't want to sound like stereotypical or anything, but like the Asian community is filthy at video games. They're
Yeah,
just, especially like esports, they're so good. Whether it's
it's
like
a whole nother breed. Like
Overwatch,
they,
Call of
yeah,
Duty, League of Legends, whatever it is, they're filthy at it, and it just comes natural to them too.
yeah. It's but
That's Asia.
that's yeah. You're not wrong.
All right, so yeah, those are our favorite games as of now. What about favorite games in the past with growing
Okay,
up?
this one. Oh my goodness.
I'd say
So
okay, let's set the range from like a little kid, whether you had console yourself or if you played like at friends' places, up until like high school graduation.
okay, so when I was a kid, I grew up. The first console we had was an Atari. I used to play the Atari all the time.
Hmm.
When I was like probably 7 or 8, but like I don't have really big memories of the games I played. But the games that really hit me and that I grew up on was on the Nintendo GameCube.
Yes,
Dude, I
yes.
played the Nintendo GameCube. I would play Kirby Air Ride City Trial for hours with my friends and my sisters, and just every day I was on Kirby Air Ride. It was so much fun. That's the game that really got me into like console gaming at the start. Another game was on the GameCube. It was The Incredibles, the game.
Really?
Yeah, it's a single player story game
Oh no.
that ran through like the entire movie. But like back in the day on the GameCube, I didn't have a memory card.
Oh,
I
no.
had to go
Oh no.
and I had to play The Incredibles. I would play for as long and get as far as I possibly can and then turn it off. And I had to restart the next day.
You probably knew like
There's-
the intro sequence like by heart.
Bro, I did. There was days where I would get farther than I had before, and I would get so angry that I would have to turn it off that I would end up leaving the GameCube on and the TV off.
Yep.
And I would come back the
TV
next
off?
day, I would come back the next day and my GameCube was like overheating. Sometimes it would shut off on itself, because it overheated, but there was times where I would have to do that to try and get farther. And eventually we got a memory card for the GameCube, so I was able to finish the game completely, which was a whole nother challenge.
Funny story
But-
with something based off that, with like just leaving your console on and coming back later. So back when I first got my Xbox 360, I'd say I had it for about 2 months, and it was New Year's Eve. Me and my neighbor were playing, and then my parents were like, "Hey, come out, we gotta celebrate, blah blah. It's New Year's." We're like, "Okay." So we kept the game on because we were at a good point in the game, but I turned the TV off, and then we went out and we saw New Year's. We forgot that we were playing the game, and we forgot that it was on.
No.
I woke up the next morning to the red ring of death. I was like, no!
No.
I only had it for like 2 months, too.
Dude, that's probably your heart dropped.
I was so upset. Because, like, I literally just got Call of Duty Black Ops for Christmas from my mom. Because, like, they didn't want me to get that game because it was rated M. So they're like, we're not going to get you that because you're not old enough, blah, 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 you're not mature enough. And then they surprised me on Christmas. They're like, here, look, we got it for you. I was like, no way, that's awesome. So we were playing it so much. It was fun. And then Red Ring. I was like, it killed me.
What did they do? Did they get you another one? Or
I had to save up for a couple more months, and then they went 50-50 with me.
Oh, that's always good. Like I like to kind of do that stuff when I was younger, growing up with my parents. Like I was into airsoft rifles, so like I would save up like $150 as a little kid, which was a lot as a little kid.
You seemed
and then
like
my
a
parents,
millionaire at that point.
Yeah, my parents would see that and they would respect it and they'd be happy that I was able to save that much money, and then they would pitch in and we would buy like an airsoft rifle, something like that. It was really cool. We've done that. I've done it with my parents growing up.
Yeah, that's definitely the thing to do as a parent. You can't spoil your kids by just buying it for them, but like some things you can, like for sure, because I mean you're a little kid, you gotta buy it for them. But when you get to that point in age, it's like, okay, if you want something, you gotta do something yourself too. Like you gotta earn some money too. But I'll meet you halfway if you want.
Yeah, and I think it was really good. It taught me to save my money.
Oh yeah.
Taught me to be responsible with my money instead of just like seeing my parents like spending all their money. Like growing up, we were not a wealthy family. Like we had to save our money, and my mom was a couponer. There was no big vacations. So seeing my parents be responsible and diligent with their money, it kind of left an impression on me. Like I gotta really think about, do I need this or do I want this? Do I need this right now, or can I be patient and save more money, buy something better or more valuable, or not at the moment? Like can I hang on with what I've got, deal with what I've got, and wait for later? And so yeah, it was good. Like I love my parents. They did a good job.
Speaking of parents, I'd say my favorite games of the past were probably Call of Duty, just because that was one of the things that...
Which Call of Duty?
Ooh, that's hard. I can't...
Which Call of Duty did you play?
I'd say between MW2 to MW3 for multiplayer, just because, like... So when I didn't have a console, I would always go to my boy's house and we'd always play MW2 multiplayer. And like that got
Okay.
me into that kind of stuff. And that's
Yeah.
why I asked my parents for Black Ops because that's the game that was just coming out. Then when I played Black Ops, like I always played multiplayer for the longest time. And then my one friend showed me zombies, and I was like, "What the hell
Oh
is this?"
no.
And like at first I hated it. It was so unnatural for me because I was so used to multiplayer, and like zombies is nothing like multiplayer. I was like, "No, this is trash. I don't like this." Blah blah. I fell in love with zombies. I am like a zombie fanatic, and like I still am today. I love Call of Duty Zombies so much. I would spend so many hours. I would do like I've done from Call of Duty World at War to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, all the zombies. I've done every single main Easter egg except for one.
Dang. That's a
And
lot of time spent on the game.
oh yeah, and I've done them multiple times too. Um,
Jeez.
the only one that I didn't do was in Black Ops 2 Buried. And the only reason that I didn't complete that one was because for the final step, you had to have at least 4 people in your game, which is the max amount of people.
Really?
And
Yeah.
with that final step, there was 4 different areas in the map. And in that, you know those games where like something would pop up and you'd have to shoot it real quick before it disappears?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that in 4 different areas of the map. You had
Really?
to
And you
hit
guys.
every single target. All 4 people had to hit every single one, no matter how many times we did it. Because I've gotten to that point about like 10 to 20 times. Every single time, there was at least one target
So,
missed.
what game was that on?
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 Zombies?
It
Wow.
was, I think it was the second DLC or third. Maybe it was the third. I think it was the third. Yeah, it was definitely the third. Because Mob of the Dead was the second one. So, but yeah, like I've done all of the World at War ones, which there weren't really like main Easter eggs. Because the first like big main Easter egg was in Black Ops 1, the first DLC Ascension. Um, and that one you
Mm-hmm.
needed 4 people as well. But like I completed that one.
Yeah.
I completed all of them. I've done them solo. I've done them if I can do them solo. I've done them like multiplayer, whatever it is. I gotten to the point too where in Black Ops 3, I would do
Mm-hmm.
speed runs for them. So the one DLC Zetsubu no Shima, everyone like hated that map, but for some reason I loved it. I started doing that like a speed run, a solo speed run, and I think I got at the time into the top 100 fastest times for that Easter egg solo.
Wow.
Like I put in the work for that.
Look at that. Yeah,
Oh my
see,
gosh.
growing up as a kid, I like all I had GameCube, and then the next console was the Wii. But that was like when the Wii came out,
Yeah, the
right?
Wii is
So
one of the most popular. I think it's like the most popular console ever. No, it's not. I lied. I remember because I remember here. It's in the top 5 though. Top 5 most
that's
consoles ever
yeah.
sold.
I mean, I played so many games on the Wii, like Super Smash Bros. Oh, that's another game. Growing up as a kid, Super Smash Bros. Melee was the game that probably trumped all the other games. Like that was a game that I spent hours upon hours playing, and I
You're a
got
smasher.
good at it, dude. Oh my goodness! And when Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out for the Wii, even though that's probably like the worst Super Smash Bros. In the series, I would clap kids on online. It was there was no like there's no defeating.
Wait,
I
it
was
wasn't Brawl like one of the more popular ones?
it was the Brawl was on the Wii, but it was actually it was hated by the competitive community because there was different. It wasn't a glitch, but there was. It was like it was like when you would run on the ground, there
Hmm.
was literally a random chance, like an RNG chance of where your character would just slip and fall, and there's no telling when or how or why it happened,
Oh no
but your
no!
character just like trips and falls. So everybody hated that game. So
Especially on
I
like
thought it
the
was.
mega maps where it's just like the
Oh my
flat
god.
and just whoop.
Yeah.
What was that? Hello? Hello? Uh, yeah, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Small mishap. So,
Technical
all right, what were you
difficulties.
saying? Smash Bros. Melee falling through the map.
Oh yeah, so it was just a random so like with the whole community, it was any of the competitive community, they just hate the game because of that little thing. And it was the pace was different. It was a little bit slower pace, and it wasn't as competitive as everything else. So
Which Smash do you think is the most popular Smash as of today?
As of today, it's either going to be Melee or the new one that came out in Smash Ultimate. Smash
Smash
Ultimate's
Ultimate.
really good. Yeah, they took like the Melee speed and mechanics and they put it with the quality of like the today's generation
Like
video
the Wii
games. So,
U one. Because wasn't the Wii U one
um,
pretty good?
yeah, the Wii U one was pretty good. I forget exactly what that was called. I never played it though because I didn't have the Wii U.
I think it was called like Smash Wii U or something.
Ah, okay.
Because I
Yeah.
remember, like, it was that for the Wii U, and they also had that for the 3DS as well. Because I had that. That was my first Smash that I actually owned
Really?
myself. Because I played some in the
Interesting.
past, but like I bought that for the DS, and me and my boys would always connect from like the DS to the Wii U so we could play together.
That's awesome.
Who
Yeah,
was your
it's
main?
in Melee, I made um let me think. I'm pretty sure I played Samus a lot. Um
Samus or Zero Suit Samus?
no, regular Samus. I didn't like
Okay.
Zushi Samus. I gotta look at all the characters again.
My main for sure was Toon Link, and always will be. I love Toon Link.
Toon Link, really?
Yeah, like I can't not regular Link, Toon Link. Oh,
Dang.
he's incredible. I don't know because isn't in the Ultimate? Don't they have like Young Link or something like that?
In Ultimate, yeah, they have so many characters in Ultimate. It's not even
Yeah.
funny.
So I don't know how Young Link works, but Toon Link is where it's at, baby.
Oh, dude, the memories. Yeah, I'm okay. I played a lot of Samus, and then I'm pretty sure I played a lot of Ganondorf. Either that or Captain Falcon. Um,
Falcon Punch.
yeah, and then when Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out for the Wii, I played Ike a lot. That's
Okay.
like who I mained.
Yeah.
So Ike was really fun.
You want to know who my second main was? It's
Uh,
you're not gonna believe it. Like take one guess.
in which one? You're the one you played?
Yeah.
Uh,
I, I
Yoshi.
I don't know if he was in the past ones or not. No, Duck Hunt.
No. Duck Hunt?
I was filthy with Duck Hunt.
Ew,
Yo,
get that out
I
of
would
here.
clap with Duck Hunt. And even
No way.
oh, what's his name? Mr. Game and Watch? Is that it?
Yeah, Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah, I
He
was
was.
pretty good with him too. Cause
That's
like
funny.
I would always just choose like the weird characters, and then I just
Yeah.
get good with them.
Dang. Yeah, I've spent so much time playing Super Smash Bros, dude. Looking back at all these pictures. Oh, it's hilarious.
All right. Now, since we're talking about our favorite games, what
Uh,
about our least favorite games and games that we consider to be trash games?
Fortnite. What? Did you
Well,
say something? You
yeah,
said Fortnite?
I heard Fortnite. I agree.
Yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite's just one of those games where the developers are ruining the game. But hear me out, right?
Well, yeah,
So,
explain. Because I kind of think the
so
opposite of that.
Epic Games, right? They're the company, the small indie company in quotations. I'm air quotes, small indie company. Um, they run Fortnite, but they make other games. So one of the games that they made before was called Paragon.
Okay.
It was a MOBA. It was one of my favorite games, but Epic
Wait.
Games ruined it.
A MOBA is like League of Legends, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's that genre. Like League of Legends, Smite, Dota,
In case of
Paragon.
anyone that doesn't know what any of those games are, just look it up because I won't be able to explain it too well for you
It's
because I don't really
yes,
play them.
it takes too long to explain. But so Epic Games made this made this game called Paragon, and it was a absolutely beautiful game. It was a third person over the right shoulder, with dozens of different heroes, but Epic Games decided uh, to release a new hero every 2 weeks, and they were like, "We're gonna keep the schedule. We're gonna get new heroes every 2 weeks." But
Jeez.
every single time they released a new hero, it was the most broken, overpowered hero in the game.
That's
Every
like
single time.
that's what games nowadays do. Like even like Call of Duty, when they release a new gun, so to say, like it's so OP because they just don't know how to like balance it out until after
Yeah.
it gets released.
And it's like all you have to do is just get a private group of testers, a private like just get a community group. Just like say, hey, do you want to join the closed alpha
Just
of
ask
the
like
specific
a Twitch
character or
streamer or
something?
something. Like Twitch
And
streamers, like they are like, especially nowadays, Twitch streamers are the ones that set what games are going to be popular, what games are not. So like that'd be a perfect thing. Just be like, hey, you're a big Twitch streamer. Why don't you test this out? Let us know how it goes. Let us know what your chat says in the community and everything, and then we'll work from that.
Yeah, and so they would go out about releasing these heroes that every single time it was broken for the first entire week. Every single game that you played had that character in it, and it was whoever knew how to play the new character better than the other guy would win. So, and then it would get nerfed to the ground and would become irrelevant. And then not only that, but Epic Games had a huge, huge consistency in not listening to what the community wanted in
Hmm.
Paragon. And the way to have longevity in your video games for like big companies or small companies is to listen to the competitive community, the
Yeah, for
competitive
sure.
scene, is to listen to them. So the more you cater to the competitive players that will play the game on a consistent basis and grind it, is the way you have a longevity in your game. You don't listen to the casual players that are just going to hop onto the next popular game, the next boat,
Yeah,
and just forget about you. You don't listen to them because they'll just ruin the game into the ground because they just want the game to be easier for them to play so they don't have to try so hard.
yeah.
And that's what they're doing with Fortnite, in my opinion. They're making it and they're catering to the casual players. So all the little 14-year-old, 12-year-old boys that aren't good at the game and just want the game to be easier, they're just catering to them and they're not listening to the competitive community, competitive side, and they're ruining the game. So that's my opinion on Epic Games, and
That's
that's
a
why I hate
shame
Fortnite.
because like Fortnite when it first came out, it was like I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. Like around December or so, season two, I think it was. That's when I started playing it. I liked it a little bit. Like I'm not a huge fan of battle royales, so of course I didn't love it. But I mean, it was fun. It wasn't too over. There weren't too many sweats. It wasn't too overpowered. It was like a nice balance. It was something that you could just hop on with your friends and chill.
Hmm.
But just nowadays, like that was the casual scene. Nowadays with the casual scene, it's completely different. It's just not fun.
Yeah, it's hard to play the game and have fun. But another thing with Epic Games is to kind of wrap up like what happened with Paragon, right? So Epic Games kept doing this, kept releasing the heroes, kept making them unbalanced, kept nerfing them to the ground, didn't listen to the community, and they got such bad reviews and so much hate that they shut down the servers for Paragon, and Paragon is no longer a game anymore. They shut down the servers. Paragon died in April of 2018, April of 2018, and so they released all the assets of Paragon, and now the community members that enjoyed Paragon and had the vision of what it could be are taking up all the assets and actually creating the game over in under their own under their own like name. So they're rebuilding. One of them's called Overthrow Paragon. Another one is called um what is it called? Um I know the one that's popular is called Overthrow Paragon. I forget what the other ones are called. I think it's Paragon like version 2 or something. But those are all coming out. But the only reason that I heard about Fortnite was because on Paragon, Epic Games had like the little like news and whatever, like on Rocket League, how it has the news on the side. It's
Hmm.
like, look at this, look at that. Well, Paragon was promoting, like Epic Games was promoting Fortnite the the before the Battle Royale came out. They were promoting the Save the
Yeah,
World
save the
game.
world.
So me and my buddies were like, yo, let's go check out Fortnite now that Paragon's dying. We go and check out Fortnite in the Save the World, and we were like, we don't feel like paying money for this. And then they, a couple weeks later, they released the Battle Royale um, category for Fortnite, and we were
The
like, hey,
game
let's
mode,
try
yeah.
this out, dude. Yeah. So like me, my buddy Chris, Clay, Twan, Billy, like we were all on Fortnite literally like the week it released the Battle Royale, and we
Really.
we were having so much fun. It was and our buddy Parker, like we played Paragon the day it came out. So it was, or we played Fortnite the day it came out. So it was kind of fun to see how it changed and how the developers went from actually like improving the Fortnite game to then seeing it blow up
Hmm.
and the developers ruining the game because of the money. So
Yeah, it's insane to see how different that is. Like even just from the fact where the U1 Battle Royale pops up, like from how it was at the very beginning to how it is now, like that alone just shows you how much it has evolved as a
Yeah,
game.
it's crazy. It's kind of cool to see how it see like the taking a step back and look at how all like played out.
All right, for this next segment, what I'm gonna do is I have up this list of 100 games. Shout out to giantbomb.com. That's the
Oh
website
my
where
goodness.
I got this game or I got this list from. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list off a few names from this list or a few games from this list. All I want you to say is yay if you like the game if you've played it, or nay if you didn't like the game if you played it, or pass if you've never played it.
Okay.
So the first one, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Pass. I've
Yay.
never played it. No, I've never played it.
Yay, for sure.
Okay, okay.
Dark Souls, number 1.
Number 1, yay.
I'll go with pass just because I haven't finished it.
Well, you still played it though.
I've only gotten to like 2 bosses though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I never finished it either. I played it a little bit though.
Uh,
So definitely, dude, you can hear my dog barking
Yeah.
in the background. Oh my goodness, this
What a
dog,
dude.
bro. I have a beagle that just loves the attention. He's just, out in the hallway.
all right, Super Mario 64.
Pass.
Yay.
Wow.
The Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
What now? Pass.
I'll go with pass / yay because I haven't played it, but I watched my friend play it as he was next to me, and it looked really fun. Okay, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Pass.
Yay.
I never played any of the Legend of Zelda games. dude.
Really?
I feel bad.
You're
Yeah, I
missing
just
out. Legend of Zelda was so much fun.
never got into it.
Hitman.
Oh, I think I either played it or I played like the. No, I don't think I ever played that one. I think I played
Yeah,
something.
I've never played that one either.
So pass.
Pass. I know what you're gonna say for this one, but Skyrim.
Pass.
Yay to the
Get that out
yay
of my
squared.
face.
Yay squared.
Oh my goodness.
The Witcher franchise.
I'd say yay. I played it a little bit. I tried a bunch of the demos and I watched some people play, and it looked really, really fun.
Yeah, I'll say yay as well.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Grand Theft Auto franchise.
Oh, yay, 100%.
I was about to say, what do you mean pass?
I mean, yay. But dude, the Grand Theft Auto is so much fun.
Oh, for sure. Definitely yay for me. Okay, which one's your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
5, definitely. I like
Okay,
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Bomberman Hero, or just Bomberman in general?
Pass.
Okay, pass. Spider-Man.
Oh, yay, dude. Even the old Spider-Man on like what a PS2, I think, or PS3 or something. That was fun. But the Marvel Spider-Man now is like, love it. Yay for
I
sure.
have to go with pass. That's definitely on my list though that I want to play.
You gotta try it.
Yeah, I definitely want to. Okay, the Sonic games.
Oh my goodness, yay. 10,000 yays, dude. That was another game I played on GameCube I completely forgot about. There was the Sonic Mega Collection, dude. I played so many hours on Sonic. Oh, it was so much fun. Yay for sure.
I'll go with yay as well.
Good.
The Halo franchise.
Pass. Never owned it.
Really?
Okay, so I've
okay,
obviously
were you
played it with
PlayStation
my
guy?
friends. Yeah,
Okay,
but
that makes sense.
all my friends have Xboxes, and I've went over to their house and I've played a bunch of different Halo games. So like, I'd say nay, because I don't like Halo,
Mhm.
but I've never owned it.
So now that the Master Chief Collection is coming to Steam,
Oh, gosh,
would you get
I'm
that or
not
no?
buying that. No
No?
way.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Portal / Portal 2.
Yay. I've never actually played it, but I've spent dozens of hours watching people play it.
Okay.
So,
I
like
say
I've watched like 2 or 3 whole playthroughs. So
We played that in our physics class for one of our, like, we spent like a good month just playing that game, and like we had to do like we did tests on Portal 2. We had to do like certain levels for our tests.
Dang.
We had to create a level too. It was awesome.
Dang. That sounds like fun.
And then the last one, the Ghost Recon series.
That's the Tom Clancy's, right?
Yeah.
See, I've never actually played that. I've seen some gameplay, but I've never like watched enough to know exactly what it's about. So I'm gonna say pass on that one too.
I'm gonna have to go with yay. I don't know the exact name of it because it was my neighbor. He had it, and I'd go over down to his place and we would play it, and it was so much fun. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't even an online game, but
Yeah,
we would just play like split screen, and like, oh my, it was incredible.
Yeah,
That was definitely one of my favorite games in the past too. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I remember the name of it. I'm trying to like look up all the different Ghost Recons, but I can't find it because there's so many of them.
Big oof.
Big ouchies, bro. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so to end this, we are going to give you guys, the listeners, a challenge for the week.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we are.
All right, we are.
So,
Did you hear that, listeners?
Challenge.
Pull your pants up.
A challenger has arrived. So, the challenge for this week is sometime throughout this week, go back and play one of the games that you really like to play in the past that you haven't played in years.
Dude, pull out your GameCube. Pull out your PlayStation 2. Plug it
your
in.
Xbox
Find
360s, your original Xbox.
Find a TV that has all the plugs for you to play it, though.
Go find your CD cartridge of those old computer games that you haven't opened up in years. Wipe off the dust, put that in your computer, and start it up. And send us pictures too. You could follow us on Twitter at the 6 Foot Podcast, and make sure you send us pictures of you playing your old games. And we'll be doing the same thing. I know I'm going to be. One of the games I'm going to be playing is going to be Peggle.
Oh gosh.
I haven't played that game in so long, but that game was so much fun. I'm ready to play that again.
Dude, that sounds like fun.
It will be. So thank you guys for coming with us. Like I said, this is our first podcast. We're going to be coming out with new podcasts every single week. I'm TallmanJones.
I am Faltinier, but you can call me Hudson.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye, guys.
Later, skater.
And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring, ring. And that booty on that thotty made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder